Hello and welcome back to another video, and today we have this is literally the most insane deck of 2020 over here. This is gonna be Ignite INFERNOBLE Knights. So basically, this deck has been discovered to be able to do a turn skip, a complete turn skip, and then OTK the next turn. So in case you guys don't know what a turn skip is that basically it skips your opponent's whole turn. So like they don't get any phases whatsoever to play in, which is insane. Shout out to Nido the King for sending me the replay and the deck for me to profile over here today. And of course, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And let's get right into it. So over here, to do the combo, you have a 90% chance of drawing it. Basically, all you need is any 3 cards from the first 45 cards of your deck, and you have the basically an FTK, a turn skip. So like any 3 cards from the first 45 cards of your deck is game. So here, I'll show you guys the combo over here. You start by activating your 2 scales. You're gonna pop them, and that allows us to add Sublimation Knight from deck to hand. Next up, you can normal summon the Sublimation Knight, activate the effect to attach Squeak Knight. Squeak Knight effect triggers to special summon itself. You go into Isolde over here, the key card of the combo. Effect on summon allows you to add any of your Ignites over here. So as you can see, if you have like a high skill in your hand, then get a low skill. If you have a low skill, then get a high skill. Yep. And then you use the second effect. You send Cursed Bamboo Sword to summon Renouad directly from the deck. Then Cursed Bamboo Sword will trigger, adding you Burning Bamboo Sword. Then Renouad effect will also trigger, adding back the Cursed Bamboo Sword. Over here, you actually activate the Burning Bamboo Sword and then the Cursed Bamboo Sword, which triggers Burning Bamboo Sword, which actually says if you activate a Bamboo Sword card while this card is already in the face-up in your spawn trap zone, you can skip your opponent's next main phase 1. So basically, your opponent doesn't have a main phase 1. So they're going standby and then battle phase. So draw phase, standby, battle. And then next up you go, so obviously that. Use Cursed Bamboo Sword to bounce back the burning. Next up, you will set the scales and then Pendulum Summon the 2 that you popped, obviously, from before, which is after you will go pop them both, search Olivier. Then you can special summon Olivier over here. You link into Barricade Board Blocker, which you can then make into the link cross in the main monster zone and summon your 2 tokens. Over here, you can actually synchro summon into Formula Synchron for the plus, then once again synchro into Martial Metal Marcher over here, and then you can go effect summon back the Formula Synchron. This is where you will actually go into Curious. Curious effect will activate, sending directly from deck to graveyard Thunder of Ruler over here. And then because the card was sent from deck to grave, we mill 3. Next up, we can actually go into Nightmare Griffin, and that allows us to discard a card and add and then set, of course, the Thunder of the Ruler directly from our graveyard to our hand, and we cannot use it this turn. Now, Thunder of the Ruler basically reads, during your opponent's standby phase, you can activate this card. There's no battle phase this turn, and since you already skipped their main phase, they're going to go standby main, or no, they're going to go draw phase standby, and then they can't go into main phase, they can't go into battle phase, and because there is no main phase 1, then by the official rules, they cannot go into main phase 2, because it just doesn't work. So they're actually going to go from standby phase all the way to the end phase, which means that that's a complete turn skip. They don't have any phases to do whatsoever. This is like, you'd rather get hand looped than this, because then you actually still have the 1 card to try and play, but this just makes you unable to play because you have no turn, you have no phases. You go into Hockey Firebacks, effect summon the desk bot over here. Then that allows you to go into Auroradon, effect of Auroradon, summon your 3 tokens, summon back the 001, which then you can go into O-line with the effect of Auroradon. Synchro summon over here into Renouad, activate the effect, which resolves in the end phase. O-line, effect engrave, summon the token. Then we can go into Burl Savage, and then of course we can make Herald over here. And now this is 2 negates basically, and then you can trade in the Herald actually for a what's it called? You can, instead of going for the O-line play, you can actually go into Access Code Talker with the Despot and Rorodon for 3, just for like even more damage if you guys want to do that. And over here, you'll pass your turn. And then Roland resolves in the end phase. You send that, you add Gearfried, and basically it's your opponent turn. So it's standby. In standby, you activate Thunder of the Ruler, and because of your Burning Bamboo Sword, they skip the main phase 1. Now you skip the battle phase, which causes it to skip main phase 2, so they go directly into the end phase over here. It's your turn, you draw for turn, it doesn't matter. And then you will have auto game because of Gear Freed over here. You can banish an equip spell, special summon it, and then just go into battle phase, and that is game. As you can see, 600 over here, 4250, and then we have Gear Freed, boom, and that is a lot of damage. 3500 in total, 8350 damage. Yeah, that is it for the combo. That is turn skip, Ignite, INFERNOBLE Knights. Now let's get right into the deck profile. Over here we have the deck, 60 card deck. If you see any of the first 45 cards, so up to over here, any combination of 3 of all of these cards, then you have the FTK, which actually we did the math, and you have a 90% chance of getting the turn skip FTK over here. And then next up, you can actually, let's go into the deck profile. So we're running triple Crusader, triple Paladin, double Cavalier, double Gallant, triple Squire, triple Templar, double Magrave, double Veteran. And so all of these are 20 cards that can search you your Sublimation Knight. 20 cards, and these are all essential to the combo. Obviously, they will search you all of your good cards. And then next up, we have triple Sublimation Knight, obviously, along with the triple Neospace Connector. Both of these do the same thing. Both of these are insane. Triple Renwad. Renwad is mandatory to the combo because it adds back the Burning Bamboo Sword, or well, it adds back that which allows you to combo with the Burning Bamboo Sword. We have the one INFERNOBLE Knight Olivia over here, one a red Quantum Layer because it's an extender, one Junk Forward because also why not, one Fire Flint Lady, I believe this is coming out in Rise of the Duel, so that works. It's also an extender. Rhoda, so that's another 21 ways to search that. And then you have 3 Summoner's Art, which allows you to search basically your ignites, so that's what, 24 ways to search your Sublimation Knight. Make that 26 ways with triple Heritage of the Chalice. And then guess what? That's like 29 INFERNOBLE Knights Arms Durandal. Absolutely insane. We have another extender over here, the Phantom Knights of Shade, Brigandine. We have the one Thunder of the Ruler, mandatory to the deck because it skips your opponent's battle phase, which in turn skips their whole turn. Those are the 45 cards that give you instant win over here. Yeah, that's pretty sick. And then we have our other cards. We have Gear Freed, we have Squeak Knight over here, mandatory for Sublimation Knight, obviously, and to go with the Squeak Knight. We have the Aqua Dolphin to go with the Connector, Jet Synchron, because it's actually not that bad in the deck. O-Line over here, because O-Line is actually like pretty mandatory to the negate combo. Triple Ash Blossom and Joy Spring if you guys are going second. And then, of course, triple Called by the Grave because you do not want to get hit by a hand trap. Because once again, this deck does really like comboing off. So Called by the Grave is very, very, very powerful. We have double Cursed Bamboo Sword. This card is nuts when it triggers the burning, and of course it bounces back a burning to give you discard fodder. Yeah, you send it off of Zol, then of course effective Renwad adds it back to your hand. Absolutely nuts. And of course it does send for you your burning directly from like deck to grave, which is nuts. Like, it's so good. Next up, we can go over here. One Broken Bamboo Sword, basically, in case you like draw into these, you still want to have one in deck. And also these are more equip spells. Even though we have like plenty of equip spells, these are still good to be running. And then we have our one Burning Bamboo Sword to skip our opponent's main phase 1, which once again skips our opponent's whole turn in combo with Thunder of the Ruler. For our extra deck over here, we have the one Formula Synchron for the plus. We have the one Metal Marcher, one Herald of the Arclight for the negate. We have Roland over here. Roland is very good. We're actually not playing the level 9 because you don't really make it in this deck, but whatever. You can, if you want, insert a hand loop into this as well, just for the icing on the cake. But yeah, I wouldn't do that. We have the one Savage. Yeah, Savage is sick. It's a lot of damage. One Lincross, one Barricade Board blocker, double Christian Halki Fabrax. Yeah, it's good to have 2. Why not? double Isolde, two Tales of Noble Knights. This card is what makes the deck work. Absolutely insane card. We have the one Auroradon. Auroradon is also pretty good for the combo. One Curious, the Lightsworn Dominion, also mandatory because it sends your Thunder of Ruler directly from the deck to the grave. One Nightmare Griffin, and finally we have the one access code Talker to pop if you're going second, and regardless, it's a lot of attack points. 5,300 is a lot. Side deck, triple Nibiru, Appaloosa, triple Dark Ruler, double Cosmic, one Noble Arms, I don't know how to say that, and I never will, one Magical Midbreaker Field if you want to play around hand traps, triple Evenly Match, and the one Red Reboot. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching, and once again, this is Ignite INFERNOBLE Knight, turn skip, FTK. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Once again, 90% chance of pulling it off, absolutely nutsack. Shoutouts to Nito the King over here for giving me this replay, and of course I will catch you guys in the next video. All right, peace.